Hi, welcome to Somatic Pilates Plus. I'm Dolores.
Today I'm going to be working on using the Pilates ring and showing you how exercises that you can do to help with your balance. Also with your shoulder stabilization, so you get to use the ring to press into so you can activate the muscles of the shoulder girdle, which helps with stabilization, and your transverse, which helps with your stabilization of your pelvis, and that helps with your balance and your glutes. That's all important. So we're just going to start with the ring, holding the ring. Both hands are going to be pressing, the palms are going to be pressing into the ring. Fingertips are reaching long. And all you're going to just start to do is bring the legs into parallel. So parallel is about fist width distance apart. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see the ring. All you're going to do is just press into that ring and think of the ring as your ribs as you exhale all that air. Then you release the ring with a inhale, exhale, pressing into that ring. Try to draw these abdominals in, lifting that pubic bone up towards your ribs, retracting your jaw so that you can find your abdominal brace. And we're going to press into this ring one more time. So it's kind of right in line with your abdomen. And then we're going to start to add lifting the leg up. So you're going to transfer as you press into that ring, the weight will transfer. I'm going to turn here. You're going to transfer to that right leg. Just step forward with your left foot. You're going to take an inhale. On the exhale, press into that ring to lift that leg up. It's an exhale. The leg floats up. The right leg is going to help with that stabilization, holding the knee in line with your hip. And pump that ring 5 times. Exhale. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. And then release that and put that foot down. We're going to go to the right foot. So the right foot just comes forward, and you want to make sure that your hips are level. So you think of your sit bones sitting on a shelf. So you don't want to have your one hip up slip to your ribs. So the arms are slightly curved, fingertips are reaching long. You're going to take an inhale, exhale, press into that ring as you lift that leg up. 90 degrees of the knee, 90 degrees of that hip. Take an inhale, exhale, pump that ring. Inhale, exhale. Deep breath. Hollow that belly as you push into that ring. And you'll notice one side's a little bit easier than the other. We're all muscularly challenged on one side, and everybody is different. All right, last one here. Good job. All right, so the next one, we're going to bring the arms, we're going to move the arms up as we bring the leg up and down. So that's a progression. So you're going to start with the left leg. The ring starts here. Bring the foot forward. You're going to take an inhale. On the exhale, the arms are going to lift up as the leg floats up. Stabilize on that right leg. Tap the foot down and bring the ring down. Take an inhale. Now I'm going to bring this ring up this time. See if you can pull that ring apart as you exhale. Inhale, the arms come down. Take that inhale. Exhale, pull into that ring as the leg floats up. All right, good. 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale, lift. Whoops. See, a little bit harder on one side. Lift, lift, lift. You always get challenged. The more that you take things away from the body, the more challenge it becomes. And keep your gaze forward. That will help also to keep your spine in alignment. All right, let's go to the other side, see how that one is. So weight transfers to that left leg. Make sure you're on your big toe bone, pinky toe bone, and right in the center of that heel on the standing leg. Make sure the glute is squeezing, abdominals are pulled in. That's going to help to stabilize you. Step forward with that right foot. You're going to reach the ring. You're going to take an inhale and exhale. Pull that ring apart as that leg floats up. Inhale, the arm comes down. Exhale, pull that ring apart. Get those pubic bone lifting up towards your ribs. Pull that leg up. Make sure that that right hip doesn't lift up to your armpits. Keep that right hip, right sit bone going to that left heel. Inhale, exhale, up. Got your abdominal brace. Good. One more here. Inhale and exhale, lift. Nice job. All right, next one. We're gonna get the ring. We're gonna be placing it. This is abduction, so right where the leg moves out to the side is where you're gonna place this ring. Pressing, the shoulder has to roll back and down. Pressing into that ring, fingertips are reaching long. You can bring this hand back behind your head. That will help to keep your core on, because your head will go forward if you're not able to have a sense and notice of the alignment of your spine. You're gonna just step forward with that left foot. You're gonna take an inhale and just exhale, just push your head into your hand. Feel the ribs pull into the body, lift that pubic bone up, and then press slightly into that ring and exhale, the leg's going to float up. Just tap that toe down. Exhale, press into that ring to lift that knee up. Make sure your hip doesn't up slip. So if it looks like this, that's an up slip. You have to make sure that your pelvis is level and square. All right? To take that inhale, exhale, float up. All right, got two more here. Two. And you're pressing your head into your hand and getting those ribs pulled in. And three. Good job. Let's go to your other side. Get that abduction. It goes right where that hip crease is. Bring that leg back in. The shoulder is retracted and depressed. Right hand goes back behind your head. Step forward with that right foot. You're going to take an inhale and exhale, lift up that leg. Don't forget about pressing your head into your hands. Exhale, all that air. Feel that abdominal brace. Feel the strength and the glutes on that left side. And one more here. Good. Nice. All right, now the next challenge we're going to do is that we're going to be putting the ring on the inside of our legs, and it's going to go right above the ankle. So you're going to place that ring right above the ankle. Make sure it's comfortable. So the feet are going to be parallel, which means you're going to be pressing forward. You're going to bring your hands back behind your head, or they could go out to the side. So whatever, or you could have them here. Because if you feel, here's one thing, if you feel like if your arms are behind here and the shoulders are going up, just place the fingertips right onto the base of your shoulders. That will help to relax your shoulders. All right, so you're going to transfer the weight a little bit forward onto the front of your legs. You're going to draw those abdominals in. So you can choose, I want to bring mine back behind my head, press my head into my hands, weight transfers forwards to the balls of my feet. I'm going to take an inhale, just go up just a little bit, just to lift those heels up just a little bit so you can find your quads, your hamstrings, and your calves. And then come back down. Just a little lift. You don't want to go too crazy. You take an inhale. Make sure the pelvis tilts forward. Exhale, float up onto the balls of your feet. And then come back down. So you might want to try each time to come up a little bit higher. Take another inhale. Make sure that pelvis is lifting up. So if you're in an arch of your back, the pubic bone is pressing down. It has to lift up. Ribs have to connect to that pubic bone. You want to shorten the front of those abs to lengthen your back. Take another inhale. Exhale, floats up. See if you can go up a little bit higher and squeeze that ring to find those inner thighs and come back down. Two more like that. You take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze that ring, find your inner thighs. Float up to the balls of your feet. Yep, squeezing that ring is a little bit harder. Come up a little bit higher, as high as you can. Whoa, and then slowly come back down. That was a little challenge to come up that high. Now, the next one we're going to do is we're going to squat. So you want to make sure you don't kind of hinge forward. You want to feel as if your head and the back of your shoulders and your pelvis are against a flat wall. You're going to go down. Your knees are going to go forward. You're going to find the front of your shins. And then you're just going to make sure that pubic bone's lifted up. Press your head into your hands. The heels are going to float up just a little bit. Think of those knees. A string is pulling both those knees up. Like those knees are floating up. There's your pelvic floor and down. Hands back behind your head or on your shoulders. Take an inhale. Shift the body weight forward onto the balls of your feet. Think of the knees floating up. Make sure that pubic bone's lifted. Knees float up and press down. Try that again. Take an inhale. Press your head into your hands. Lift that pubic bone up. Weight transfers to the front of your feet. Float up onto the balls of your feet. All right. Can you feel the arch of your feet working? Mine did on that one. Take an inhale. It's going to come up pretty high. Take an inhale. Press your head into your hand. Shift the weight forward. Float. Whoops. Float up. Good. Now, the next one is we're going to float the knees up. We're going to straighten the legs and bring the heels down. Much harder to do. So press the head into the hands, lift that pubic bone up so you can find your transverse abdominis, your abdominal brace. Heels float up. You straighten your legs, squeeze that ring, and come back down. You bend your knees. The knees go over your second toe. Press your head into your hands. Lift that pubic bone up. Heels float. Straighten those legs and come back down. We have 3 more like that. Knees bend. Press your head. Lift that pubic bone up. Weight transfers to the front of those feet. Lift. Those knees are floating up. Squeeze that ring to stand and down. Knees bend. Weight transfers. Press your head. Lift, stand, and down. We have 1 more like this. Knees float up to that ceiling. Lift that pubic bone up. If you don't lift that pubic bone up, you won't be in your transverse abdominis, and much harder to do. And up and down. Now we're going to reverse it. You're going to float up just a little bit. You don't have to come up so high that you lose your balance. You're trying to maintain your balance. And if your arms get tired, you can always bring them down to the side. So I'm going to bring mine down. I'm going to squeeze that ring, transfer the weight to the front of my feet, lift that pubic bone up. My glutes start to squeeze. I lift up. I bend my knees. I press my heels down, and I straighten my legs. I squeeze that ring. I float up. I bend with control. Make sure you keep pressing that head back. Heels lift, heels down, and straighten the legs. You float up, squeeze that ring. Find those inner thighs. Knees bend. With those heels lifted, heels press down and straighten the legs. You float up. Keep lifting that pubic bone up. Squeeze those glutes. Knees bend. Heels drop down and lift. 1 more here. Heels float up. Squeeze that ring. Lift that pubic bone up. Knees bend. Heels down and up. Well, I think that'll keep you busy for a while to practice that. I'll be doing another video with a different balance exercises. So stay tuned for new and upcoming videos. If you like this video, help me out by giving it a thumbs up. Thanks for joining me, and Happy New Year. Bye.